Okay, I'm on my way home from Gainesville. I'm passing through the Goethe Forest. Not sure how you pronounce it. Goethe Forest. I saw the turnoff for the Big Cypress boardwalk. Decided to take a shot at it. But it's 10:08. So we're going to take a look, see what we can find out here. I don't know how far down this road I got to go to get to that boardwalk. Temperature, it is a gorgeous day, as you can see. Driving for 10 minutes now at 20 miles an hour. All right, there we go. Big Cypress boardwalk trail. I made it. Park here. Ta-da! Okay, it's still cold out, but here we are. Let's go over and see how long a hike in this is. The Goethe Giant. Okay. Quarter mile, 5-minute walk. Good. There we go. Okay, leave us. Head off on the Big Cypress Trail. I haven't gone for a walk in the woods in a long time. Decades. In fact, the last thing I hiked might have been the Grand Canyon. Plants. Forested wetland communities such as this floodplain swamp include conifers like cypress trees. Cypress trees are deciduous, meaning they lose their leaves. Other trees and plants can be found in this environment include cabbage palm, tupelo, orchids, and bromeliads. Bromeliads are considered rare and endangered due to habitat loss. More than 20 species of woody or herbaceous vines, greenbrier, and poison ivy, being the most prevalent, are common in these environments. All right. Good to know. Nice pine tree there. I love the bark on pine trees. Or that type of pine tree. American hornbeam, blue beech. Okay. Beech is very hard. Transitional zone. This area is a transitional zone between two major types of forests, pine flatwoods and floodplain swamp. Pine flatwoods are composed of poorly drained soils with a diverse understory of grasses, palmettos, gallberry, and forbs, an overstory dominated by longleaf pine and no midstory. Floodplain swamps are densely forested wetland areas with varying water levels. You will notice a change in vegetation type as you move from the flatwoods to the floodplain. Plants such as longleaf that compete better in drier conditions are replaced by plants that compete better in wet sites, like S of habitat is called an edge. I think that's a typo. Okay. These areas are very rich with plant and animal diversity because species from both adjoining forest types use them. Floodplain swamp, longleaf pine flatwoods. Okay. Nice. Ah, water oak. Huh. I would not have thought that an oak. Okay, what do we got? Fire. I'm not going to read all that. Fire. Not as often here because there's a lot of water. You notice there are some damp spots in the path, in the trail. And lots of vines. Florida likes its vines. Some of those vines get huge, as I've shown you before. Oh, look at that tall pine. Whoa, baby. Wow. That's a biggie. That is a slash pine. Its leaves and needles grow 8 to 12 inches long, and its cones are 3 to 6 inches long, brown and glossy. Lumber is used for railroad ties, general construction, poles and piling, boats and railroad cars. Its chief habitat is low, moist, sandy sites. However, it can thrive on dry ridges. Okay, so slash pine. That's that bark I like. Look at that baby, it just goes on forever. Like a good mast for a ship. Ah, swamp fauna. Okay, another sign. Swamps provide food and shelter for a wide variety of animals. Wildlife production is especially high in swamp areas that include a mixture of wetland and upland habitats. Most animals only visit swamp regions and spend most of their days in the drier region. Consequently, animals play a major role in transporting nutrients from nutrient-rich wetlands to nutrient-poor uplands. Animals eat plant materials and other animals found in the edge of the swamp, digest it, and deposit it in the uplands. The nutrients are then returned to the soil where they can be taken up by trees and other vegetation. Invertebrates, animals without backbones such as leeches, worms, insects, and crustaceans are the foundation for the swamp food chain. Swamps provide vital reproduction sites for many of the state's native reptile and amphibian species. Coral snakes and cottonmouths are among the venomous snake species found in this environment. Swamps provide a reliable water resource for a variety of wading birds and mammals. Birds are more abundant in swamps during migration and summer, as they use these wetlands as stopover sites to rest and refuel for their long flights. White-eyed vireos and pileated woodpeckers are species to look for here, not to mention coral snake and cottonmouth. Hopefully we don't find any. Oh, what do we got here? Ah, winged elm. Okay. Looks very much like that oak. Okay. This boardwalk was built with lumber salvaged from trees killed by southern pine beetles on Goethe State Forest. Sawn into lumber by the Trenton Forest Rangers and constructed by a Division of Forestry staff, Levy Work Camp inmates, and Forestry Youth Academy students, 2002. That's along Swamp Fauna. Okay, I'm just going to take a shot of that one, and if you want to read it, you can read it. Okay. It is a little chilly out. My ears are starting to get cold. Nice boardwalk, though, huh? Got a little tiny bounce to it. A little give and take. This probably also give you a nice idea of how deep the water can get here. We're a good 3 feet above the ground. All in all, a fairly interesting little walk. Ooh, and I see something up ahead. Wow. Huh. Whoa. Wow. Wow.